Greetings, I'm Lies, and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal, and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together!
Whee! That's
Yay! Alright, so we have spent a long time in Muriel's hut by this point. I am sure he is deeply distressed. Why is everyone hanging out in my hut for so many episodes?
For so much space of time. We spent so much more time, though, in Julian's route, so he should be proud. We're gonna get out of here in record time for us so far.
It'll be amazing. Nadia will be like...
By the time we get to Asra's route, my god, we will be like, spitting fire.
In and out of his...
Or basically we get to Muriel's route, or Portia's, or whoever's last. I have no idea. We'll find out.
In and out of Muriel's house in 5 seconds or less. Bye!
Why?
We just speed ran Muriel's house. It made him very happy.
Yeah, Muriel, yay! Fucking leaving me. Okay.
Alright.
Why are you so sure Julian killed him?
Yeah, why are you so sure? Huh? Why? What's your reasons? Because the doctor confessed. Of course.
Of course.
Why would anyone confess to something they didn't do? You know what?
That is somebody who is in such a privileged, position that you don't have any real threats to basically your life or your existence or anything. No one's going to fucking hang you.
I'm also just like, let's not and say we did. Do you know how common that is?
Oh my god, right?
Like, that was a whole meme.
That is also, a very helpful meme for people who are actually helpful, going, hi, there are people who are insisting that, I could give you an out. We could just not and say we did, and that would be a thing that friends do.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Right. Confessed, of course.
Of course. But do you have any other evidence?
Do you know what? Sometimes people confess to mask some other thing, such as the real killer. Her God. Evidence?
Evidence?
Which
says the person who in the other route introduced basically Prakran, actually evidence-style juries and trials. Like that is...
Except it wasn't evidence-based, it was witness-based.
It was? But
there was no evidence, it was only witnesses.
Fair.
Nobody brought a single piece of evidence to the stand.
Actually, that's a really good point. I guess I assume, past point, you go, I don't really have evidence, because sometimes in some cases you don't.
In this case, what you could have done is actually bring some of the, scorched and charred remains, non-remains of, Lucio, and be like, this was clearly destroyed by magical fire, which this person does not possess, kind of thing.
Right.
And be like, if you had someone who was actually magical in that case. But,
But also in this world, though, it seems like anybody can freaking do magic, so I don't even know.
Yeah, but, not without direction. Evidence?
That's still very, though,
Looks at Asra, huh? Looks at Corazon. Is that a word you know?
What does evidence mean?
Hi, we're literally doing investigation.
Corazon, I'm being called out. Nadia's amazing! I have no evidence. Corazon, oh shit.
God damn it. Hi, Corazon, what do you like about Nadia? She's amazing. Oh, really? How?
Where's your evidence? How is she evidently, amazing?
Yes.
Corazon, fuck.
God damn it.
Look at her!
No. I suppose I do not have anything concrete, if concrete has been invented yet. But I also... I'm sorry. I know concrete's a really old thing, but I have no idea the technology level of this city.
Also, though, concrete has been around for years.
That's what I said. It's a really old thing. I was literally being, silly.
Oh, I know, be a little facetious. But that's actually a thing, so, fun thing. Really, we've had concrete for a long time. Now, not in the form necessarily that we have it, in the modern day, but they had concrete.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
But I also have no other suspects. Suspects are not evidence. She just changed the subject in the middle of her sentence.
And concrete, but it's one of those things. But I don't have anyone to talk to. I have nothing else to go on.
And I also have no one else to point my energy at.
Yes,
which I think is funny. Of going, the evidence don't matter if there's no other possible subjects. Suspects.
Right?
That one.
Nadia frowns deeply, gaze slipping to the side as she thinks. Asra gives her a moment and then speaks.
Nadia, brain working really hard. That whole meme with the whole, math here, math there, looking around, looking at other math symbols. Asra, let me just let your gears grind for a second.
Yeah, you've had a day. It's okay.
Okay.
Nadia, I don't mean to be telling you your business, but facts don't fit. Julian didn't set the fire, and whatever is happening with Lucio now, it's definitely magical.
Could Julian not have cast a spell?
Yeah? Use magic! I'd like to see him try! I know for a fact he's useless at it!
Muriel.
Muriel, I'm...
Even
child.
Muriel,
Right? I understand if you don't trust us, but you ask around, everyone will say the same. Julian can't use magic.
And he also doesn't want to.
He's terrified of it, actually,
like,
in a way that seems like, for a world that's really casually like this thing. Like, I will say, I do understand sometimes where people do interesting things or find interest in stuff that makes them uncomfortable, but I also find that to be sort of bizarre.
I also still am like, the two love interests that Julian seems to have, one, Asra, and two, Asra Jr.,
Yes.
both use magic as their profession, their very way of life. And Julian, magic make me deeply uncomfortable. You just like to be uncomfortable, sir.
Apparently.
That's what he likes. What is he into? What's his kink? Discomfort.
Discomfort.
Yep.
Ew. If I have moisture in my shoes, and they're just wet, and I fucking hate it, it gets me rock hard.
Go in right away. Discomfort. God, this chair's so uncomfortable.
I love it.
Wow. Okay, that situation where he was like chained to the table and trying to drag it out of the room kind of thing. That'd be like the ultimate in discomfort.
Brilliant!
Him.
I will be going for days!
Yes.
For just a moment, I can see Nadia's face slip. Then, like always, she composes herself and speaks again. My apologies if anyone is watching this and has not seen our Julian route, because there's a lot of references that this hinges on. On the other hand, hopefully it makes sense even with that. And if you're curious, please, it's in a playlist. You can find it. Enjoy! It was our first run of this.
Of the Arcana.
So this is that I will completely confess, I find it a little bit sometimes awkward to go, oh, I was learning so much.
Mm-hmm. And we were.
We had, again though, no context, so that playthrough is also really interesting, I think. Even just like, possibly.
I see. Honestly, we had more to add to guess at, because by now we've figured out a little bit. On the other hand, there's still plenty to be had.
Oh, there's plenty to go over, actually.
If Dr. Dvorak truly cannot use magic, as you say, then someone else killed my husband.
She looks over at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Either Asra and Muriel are lying, or the courtiers are. Your fucking character would have no reason really to trust, like, the courtiers, other than basically Nadia. But again, like, that thing of where I'm like, I get that it also could just be that cartoonish convention, right?
Okay,
so I was thinking again about, like, the courtiers' designs, and going, so we kind of talked briefly about maybe, like, your magician character is, like, the one who can actually see what they are.
Right.
And they must have, like, a normal, more face to everyone else. Or, again, this is just supposed to be more like silly and sort of whatever, and it's not actually supposed to be a mystery. Because I thought the fact that, honestly, your character being able to see them looking more monstrous would be far more interesting story-wise. So I just and it would add to that mystery where your character's having a very different experience and everyone else is going, what's their problem?
Or just going, yeah, they look super normal, and you're like, they seem weird. Also, though, this scene for me, actually just right in this moment, is like, hang on. We're both thinking the same thing. Either my parents, who I have no reason to distrust, and the game itself has never indicated distrust of at all, is lying, or the courtiers are. I just feel like your apprentice would be like, the courtiers are lying. Not either this or that.
The reason also why I propose that is that you've had a lot of basically them strongly, like the character that they've written and also Nadia doubting the courtiers. The fact that they keep, like, I get the waffling because it's also like that thing going, Nadia has no one to really rely on. She's really only been fed basically information by the courtiers. You've also even got like Valdemar, who's really just like, shit's not okay kind of thing. Like, and there is some level of like, something else is going on. It's not just the story you've been told. So them going, well, these two have to be liars. I don't know whether or not it would.
See, and I'm fine with Nadia thinking that. But I feel like for the apprentice to say, both of us are thinking the same thing. That really either my dad and his friend here are liars.
Yeah.
Or this other thing.
For people that also your main character doesn't aggressively like at all. This is strange. I will agree.
So I was gonna say
that's the lead up to this doesn't make sense to me.
And I appreciate them going, Nadia's thinking this, and I can perceive she's thinking this, and one could immediately follow it up and go with, well, of course my dad's not lying. But for me, like, if I really trust someone and I'm comfortable with them, it doesn't even occur to me, well, this or that. You just go, oh, well, clearly the courtiers are lying.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Anyway.
I like, this is also, again, where I go, at least for me, the mystery here has been frustrating since we've been through more of this, that it still doesn't work.
for me.
Yeah, because, but the thing is if they build it as a mystery romance, and that's the thing that I take issue with, is still the Arcana really did bill itself as I'm a mystery romance game. Play me for the mystery and the romance. And I'm like,
What's the mystery?
What's the mystery, you know?
That's the penguin. That's an iceberg.
I can see the conflict in her face, and also the moment she makes her decision.
Well, it would not be the first time the court has lied to me.
When was
in the
other
whole
time?
entire 3 months that I've got memories of being here at all and interacting with them?
Which is actually pretty aggressive.
Frankly, I shouldn't be surprised after my conversation with Vlastimil yesterday. I suppose I knew something was off.
Honey.
You're not going to tell us the first time they lied to you?
I'm also just like, at least for me, I'm like, either she's really trying to maintain distance, kind of thing. Like, I'm just like, you're so, like, withdrawn emotionally from everything. Well, I should have known something was off. Like, I said, well, you know, Like, there's a level of just being like,
and the thing
it makes sense. I don't know. There's just a way that, like, again, like, her posture to me, like, I get they're trying to keep her elegant and whatever else, but it really keeps her at an emotional distance.
Oh, it does.
The kind of posture she has. So if they're trying to imply that she's more emotionally vulnerable or open, that thing that my friend gets confused about sometimes, like with the faces.
Where it's a really limited bank of expressions for
Yes.
a really
And it's
wide
also
range of emotions.
a very limited, basically, physical structure. We made fun of Julian in regards to that all the time when we were doing the playthrough, because I get that the limitations happen, but it does make for some really hilarious or, like, just egregiously bizarre reads sometimes. Like, just, like, incredibly humorous.
Yes. On the other hand, Julian was funnier than Nadia.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's just funnier. So
yes.
there's that. And we haven't been deliberately, like, the routes have very different tones to them.
Yes, which is
Right.
okay. They're also very different characters. Though I will say that to me, I still get an aura of, you were definitely written by roughly the same people.
Okay. After my conversation with Vlastimil yesterday, I suppose I knew something was off. Corazon.
Yes?
It seems my court has been keeping secrets.
What? Corazon. Yes? So are you going to tell me to do something?
And I'm ready.
I'm ready for
What is your direction? What
Like
what
that
action are we going to take?
Yes, what are we going to do about that?
I trust you will help me pry the truth from me.
I don't even need to think about it.
And for me, I'm like, that seemed like, okay, to interpret that face and then that blush, I would tend to say that's straight into horny territory. Of going, I want to watch you use magic on them to make them talk. Yes! That's what I got.
I've been by her side this entire time. Of course, I'll keep helping. As long as she keeps telling me where to go.
As long as she
If
keeps
being
pointing the
active.
energy somewhere.
The thing is again, like, we've kind of established with Corazon, and apologies if I've already heard this, but it really is important to me to continually try to reference back to the fact that Corazon really likes it when Nadia is active. The reactive thing is not as interesting. It is still, however, doing a thing, but, like...
So Corazon also doesn't need to be told what to do, but likes to see Nadia take action and do things.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they were like, you're powerful, you have all these things. And...
You're driven.
Aha!
You're focused, like me.
Yes. Of course. We'll help you too, Nadia. Corazon. Are you also blushing? Like, dang, are you okay?
I said, volunteers, Muriel. Muriel, fucking what? What? Want nothing to do with this. Asra, no, it's fine. You will like it just fine. You will be fine.
You'll be fine. I actually, like, it is in that way, in that cartoonish way. I can see the humor in it. It also makes me personally uncomfortable that, like, everything that I've seen with Muriel seems to be like, we're forcing him into things, and I'm not a fan of it.
I'm also laughing at Nadia looking at Corazon and being like, oh, yes. Help me find the truth. And Asra being like, oh, I'll help too.
Also, though, if Asra was actually blushing, going like, woo, that was a little intense. I feel it. Woo, I'm a little susceptible. Hello.
Hi.
Muriel, you know Lucio's dangerous. I need you with me on this.
You're the only one that can tame goats.
Yes.
Bleh.
Bah!
Okay, so that was really funny, though. Okay, so I'm just going to push this here. So we were playing Franbo on stream just a little bit ago, and there is a character in there that wears what the game refers to as a goat mask.
That's a goat head.
Goat head, a skull mask, but a goat skull.
It's not a skull.
It is?
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's a rotting head.
Oh, okay, that one. It's a lot of skull. But at any rate, we made the joke that what if it was a living mask, because they specified dead mask. And we're like, what if it was a living mask? And then there was this lovely suggestion of, what if it was just a whole goat taped to their face?
Duct taped awkwardly. And the goat is there going, ah!
And that's
and
your
really
mask.
at inopportune times for this horrible monster going, I'm going to ruin everyone's day. And he goes, blah!
Uh-huh. And it just made us, we also were just like, you know what? Lucio and this monster, same mask.
Yes, same party. Same
was
hat.
funny.
Same hat.
All right.
If we find out what really happened that night, we can do something about Lucio.
The sigh is so deep. Blushes. Fine. I will help. I'll be glad to have it. This situation has grown quite complicated. Honestly, you've had a singular complication. The courtiers are lying to me.
That's it.
That's your whole complication. I now have two seemingly reliable character witnesses for this thing. That's way better than what you've had previously.
And also, Corazon totally trusts. Or your main character, as far as I can tell, would totally trust Asra.
Uh-huh.
Even though there are also... You would trust him on this. I don't think you'd necessarily trust him on, running off and doing various weird things, but because that was the point that was brought up in prologue, going, what is Asra doing without us?
On the other hand, you don't seem to distrust him. You're just sad to be left out.
Yeah. Except not in the new one that they did that they took down.
Oh, that's
that
true.
one was way more. That's where also Corazon was like.
It's true.
Fine.
Corazon came from there. It was good.
It's true.
I do believe the storm is finally letting up.
The storm. Where? I've heard the plot is needing to move on. Excuse me, I'll in now.
Okay, but Nadia talking, everyone talking, standing in this room, having this sort of squished, because everything's very tiny, and close together conversation about this thing. And in the meantime, rain's just pouring through various parts of the roof, right? And just, draining out through various little, mud and, exits, right?
Right.
And then it finally just
Troughs.
starts... Yeah, troughs.
Furrows.
Thank you. Furrows in the floor that have just been worn forever, right?
Right.
And so it doesn't puddle up in his floor anymore. It just has basically gutters that it's created itself.
Right.
And then she just notices that instead of it pouring down next to her head, it just has moved to a slight trickle. I believe the storm is letting up.
Right. Go ahead.
Yes.
We can just walk you back to the edge of town. There's usually a few carriages waiting around.
Me hire a carriage? Excuse you.
I'm also with how poor
Also-
Vesuvia is, why the fuck do you just have carriages just hanging around?
Because
This
your
is what
taxi-
you and I have talked about, though, their economy seems like it would be a fucking disaster.
Because your taxi service didn't have other jobs for their horses.
Mm.
And so even for 3 years of bad economy, that's all they've got.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything about the vampire eels in the moat.
I know, I love that one.
Huh.
Me also, as you know, in the Arcana, we're poor and starving. We're gonna eat the vampire eels in the moat.
Let's go fishing.
Let's do it. What are you doing? Spear fishing in the moat. Pulls out the damn eel, hissing and screaming. Who wants it fried?
And also, plenty of people would just be like, who the fuck cares? Chop its head off. It's done.
Bye. Thank you, Asra. A walk through muddy world sound.
I've already got mud everywhere. It's fine.
I said, just walking outside in the absolute muck and mud is not distasteful to me at all in any way.
Not even slightly.
That sounds lovely.
Lovely.
I am just as into you as your apprentice. Well, not quite, more to them, but, a bit into you.
Little beads of water still drop on our heads as we walk back to town. But it seems like the rain has ended. It is deeply goddamn frustrating to have everything fall on my head.
Yes.
Nadia and Asra and I walk ahead down the path. Muriel, trundling. I don't think trunding is actually the word.
So we actually talked about trundling in the original prologue as well, where it's trundling this
What
big,
the fuck?
heavy, swinging back and forth. A lot of people that trundle are...
They sound drunk.
Well...
In my experience, trundling.
Okay, so...
It's also very large, extremely,
wide set sort of stance,
yeah,
and difficulty balancing yourself with a big swaying wide movements kind of thing slowly. That one, or a cart trundles along. It moves slowly, swaying back and forth kind of thing. But I don't know, what is trundling? Because we asked it before.
Yeah, the thing is trundling, as far as I know, is not a word.
So you need trundle, just trundle.
No. Well, trundling, trundle is to progress by revolving, to move as on or as if on wheels. So that's just trundle. Roll buses trundling around the city, trundle.
Like
that's
I
from
said,
Merriam-Webster.
Carts trundle.
Yeah, I'm I don't understand why.
But when I've ever heard it applied to a person, it really is this sort of wide stance, swaying, awkward walk.
Yes.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that's what it has to be, but that's what I'm familiar with.
Yes.
I always thought it was weird that they put trundling as well. I always feel like they're trying to basically say that he's just shuffling along, going slowly, and then that's what they say. But I don't know.
Unless he's just like...
Unless he's wearing roller skates and then he's trundling along.
Right?
Asra, if you knew Lucio, did we know each other as well?
Oh, is she actually going to be vulnerable now and actually start to open up going...
Why the fuck would she do that right now? It's taken her so many specifically private moments with us to open up. And suddenly she's just opening up to our master in the middle of nowhere, just immediately?
I mean, it could be because you're there and you trust them and that she trusts you.
And I get that, but I can also see where it could be like I had to earn that. What the fuck?
Right?
Anyway, so.
Yes, we did.
So does he know
Were you involved?
What I want to say is, does he know she's lost her memory? And he's just going, I guess I'll help you replace a little piece of it. Or is he going, why are you asking this question at all? Yes,
Yeah,
we do currently know each other, technically, even though you've been absent for a year.
Right?
Also going, if she was in like a coma for a year, and you guys were kind of friends, why didn't you help her at all?
I don't know.
It's okay, maybe
Asra moves in mysterious ways.
He moves in mysterious ways.
Oh.
All right.
She hurt.
Why did you not inform me in the shop the other day?
I thought it would be easier for you. You didn't remember me.
That is his opinion on everything. Damn it.
Asra,
Yes.
that's not even helpful. Like, if you were aware, it'd be easier for you. Why? But I guess I could kind of see it going like, if you know kind of what this person was like and you went, they're awake again, and they're acting strange, and they haven't sent me a missive, they haven't tried to communicate with me. Like, if they had a previously established form of behavior...
Okay, so I have a memory problem with this game.
That's fine.
When did Nadia meet Asra in the shop a few days ago? For what reason did you guys... But Asra wasn't there. You were there. That's how she hired you. Was there another time that the two of you, or just her by herself, went down to the shop? Because I don't remember it.
Maybe they're trying to say that she's been down there before?
Or that she went down there sometime in the 3 days she's been with you since you came to the castle?
Yeah, because I'm like, you haven't been back to the shop at all.
I mean, I don't think so.
At least I don't think we have.
Like I said, I'm not remembering it, so maybe it was there? But...
Is this either, again, implying a situation that we weren't privy to, or two, is this literally a miswrite?
I don't know. Anyway,
actually, that's
maybe somebody who watches it will know.
Or did we forget?
As I say, I might have just forgotten, and I'm kind of like, so maybe it wasn't maybe it was just casually said at any rate. But also, just heading down to the shop doesn't mean you actually, or maybe we're just learning this information now and going, oh, you've been leaving and going there? Because we've kind of spent like all of our time with her.
Yeah, kind of.
Since we got here. So anyway, yes.
At least for what I remember.
Well, were we friends?
We were.
And have you met my sisters?
Never. I was there the birthday they gave you that crown, no? You were so mad. We drank wine all night.
Then I think I shall be friends. We shall be friends again.
Why are you so petty? Like, about your siblings.
If you hated my siblings...
Or weren't involved with them at all and had no connection. Like, that is so controlling.
And you also helped me be bitter at them or grumpy about them. And commiserated with me or supported me. Then good, we'll be friends again.
I'm also just like, oh god, does that mean that also, like... So theoretically, does that mean that basically Asra also agrees that your siblings are terrible? Like, in all the stories that you, like, have told potentially about them?
I doubt it. He's just very supportive and quiet.
But
so you can interpret whatever you want from him.
I know, so that we don't ever, like, make anybody necessarily, you know...
He is a beautiful, mysterious canvas, never confirming nor denying any of your questions about him, so you can make him whatever fantasy you like.
You mean, like, a lot of them, actually? Like...
I mean, he's better at it.
We haven't played his route yet. We'll see how good he is at it.
Well, he's better at it in all in the 3 places we've seen him so far, the prologue and these 2 routes. Was I friends with that large land back there as well?
Oh, okay.
Achoo!
Bless.
Sorry.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Such achoo. Hang on, now I gotta burp.
Oh, God. Well, pardon us for being human.
Body function. Here we go. Muriel isn't really good at making friends.
I didn't ask if he was good at making friends. I asked if we were friends.
That is a polite way to say no.
His skill doesn't matter in reference to mine. I see. Excuse me then, I'm off to make friends.
I must do it. Oh my god!
I told
Why
you.
did you call that?
Because the scene makes no sense to me, where she's been like withdrawn and insular and self-contained and only confiding in and connecting to Corazon the entire time, and now she's immediately like, you are all my equal rank confidants, is what I got from it. Which is why I was kind of like, and you're just going to instantly
No,
be
I know.
vulnerable.
Yeah, this is weird.
And so then I was like, the only next logical step is to go, yes, I will also be close with Muriel, and I was correct.
Everyone will be friends, you're right. We can't have any character who has, like, outside of really Lucio, like, socially, that doesn't really have, like, either an answer or some sort of, oh no, you poor baby, or, it's fine.
How are we going to get her down to earth and connected to the people if she doesn't connect to people?
Especially to someone who doesn't fucking want to talk to people.
Which I find people pushing their way into Muriel's space still to be offensive, the very little that I know of it. Of going, I don't want you here. Well, we're staying. Like,
yeah, I don't.
He didn't seem to mind Asra there, but he's like, I literally want these people to leave. Nadia, thank you so much for having us. Asra, you're such a good host. Him, oh my god, could you leave, please?
Please stop manipulating me.
You're really being rude about this.
Nadia draws back to walk beside Muriel, leaving Asra and I still ahead. No, like, I was really stunned. I had hand over mouth, like, just agog, surprised at that. So good job, friend. The high five.
I have perceived the game. I have predicted it.
It's nice to see her smile again. To see you both smile again.
No, Corazon, deadpan. Excuse you.
What?
What?
If they were friends before.
No! Ask Asra for love advice.
Fucking no! Why?
Corazon would never do that.
Corazon would never
do that. Ever.
No.
Corazon is like, I'm not asking my dad about my goddamn relationship. Screw you.
Yeah, that is... What?
Corazon would never. Not in 100,000 years.
Oh my god. They
also,
I mean, they could technically within 100,000 years, but they would have to honestly, basically have more of a conversation than they've had and I've ever seen them do in 2 routes.
I was just say, additionally, Corazon would have to be wanting direction or be insecure with their progress. Corazon, while they're like, you're different, they're not like, this isn't working out.
Yeah, no, I'm
like they're not looking for advice at all.
Also, what gives you any fucking okay, in this route, what gives you any goddamn idea at all that Asra would be any good at this?
Right? Also, next, I was gonna say,
or that he's open to that, or available for that, or
even without, well, I mean, if he's your dad, you just ask him shit. That's the convention, right? I was gonna say, but for me, I'm like
3, damn it.
For me, I'm just like, even if Corazon wasn't our MC and it was just generic MC in the game, I'm tapping through choices, right? Where does this question come from? Since when have we been anxious or worried about our relationship with Nadia?
Yeah.
And when have we been trying to go, I need to do something more or different?
No, it's you were were you really friends with her? Tell me about what she was like. Also, that's why I was like, were you involved with her? Because that blush that Asra had was like, whoa, hello?
Say, oh shit. It was the thing when we came back from the island. So yes, we did go to Asra's shop because we got warm there.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Thank you. I felt like it was a memory lapse, and now I've got it.
Okay, so it didn't bring it up. Why? That still doesn't make any sense. Why did you bring it up? Well, I thought it'd be easier. Easier for whomst?
Yeah.
Asshole? Actually, that's
one
thing.
Didn't recognize me. How could you tell she didn't recognize you? Instead of just being like, I'll be contained because I was clearly making out with your child on your, bed.
Going, yes, can I help you?
Excuse me, what? No, I'm dignified. And going, it was clear.
Well, we're gonna keep no.
Yeah, because that doesn't work for a character at all. But also, I'm just like, in general, where does that come from?
I shake my head at myself for this passing, weird, intrusive thought that comes by, and I keep walking. I do not have my cheeks flushed, this is ridiculous. Also, too dark a skin, potentially having way too much makeup that might actually be messed up at this point. You really can't see underneath it, so there would be dirt and that's not happening.
No, not happening.
Huh. Am I teasing you, Thomas Corazon?
What? You said... What did Asra even say that would be teasing at all?
Nothing.
So...
This is an awkward segue. They were expecting you to pick it.
I was gonna say, what is the teasing you too much about what? I mean it, you're really cute together? You didn't say anything.
What the fuck are you...
Asra, you said 0 things since you've talked to Nadia. None.
What?
I mean it, you're really cute together.
I mean it's really cute together. I don't...
What do you mean you mean it? You didn't say it.
I feel like I've gone insane. I need to go watch, like, the past, like, 5 minutes of this, because I'm like...
Did you say anything to Corazon?
All I heard was Nadia going, I'm gonna go talk to Muriel.
Nadia, were we friends? Were he and I also friends? And then I departed back. And then we said, that Asra said nothing to us.
I don't... What?
I'm confused. Wait.
What?
And then Nadia's
magically back?
Wait. I guess she walked back there for half a second.
I will make friends. Oh my god, they planned on it. They planned on you fucking picking the premium scene.
But it should path accurately from both
scenes. It should. That is deeply irritating, actually.
That doesn't make any sense. Also, like, did she walk back there for like half a second and he went grrr and she just walked back up again?
Oh, I guess I'm done.
Like, that just sounds bizarre. Especially,
Nadia, I will pet king cheetahs and...
Especially with her persistence, and her bravery and stuff like that, and her determination. Even as she's been like, God, I need a break sometimes, which is very human of her and very reasonable.
Oh, God, yeah.
Despite Corazon's judging. I'm just like, how the fuck is she up here going, or is she yelling back from next to Muriel? Aren't we?
So weird.
It feels really weird. Aren't we?
Nadia comes up behind us, wrapping an arm around my shoulders and smiling with her eyes.
Wrapping a damp arm around my damp shoulders. Damp.
Damp. Well, you know what? We could be damp in the damn next one. So, hey, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Give us your feedback as to maybe your interpretations, your experiences with this game in particular, or any other ones you've had in relation to. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon, though. We have also some links in the description down below if you'd like to more directly support us. Please also feel free to go check out our Twitch, of which we mentioned earlier, which we do live stuff.
Woo! Like 2 to 4 times a week, actually.
Yeah, we really do. And also, please feel free to go check out, honestly, our Instagram or our Tumblr. We do have other places where we exist, and we will be there.
Yep.
But yeah, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!